right, guys. Welcome back to Kamisha Reviews. Kamisha Reviews. I am sorry for the wait, but you know it is what it is. It's worth the wait. Okay, I have a queen in the background. I do not want to take too much of her time. I have a few questions for her now. The show is everything. If you have not seen Supersize Salon, I don't know where you've been at. Okay, it is everything. The show is going viral. Everyone's talking about it. I know bloggers who are blogging about it. Shout out to Confessions, my girl, my mentee, who put me on to this show in the first place. I'm gonna bring her to the stage. She is. Oh, I like that picture. So cute. Welcome, Mama, to the stage. Thank you for
Hello.
your time, Mama. I do appreciate it.
Sorry, it's okay. No, you got plenty of time. I ain't up to par today, and it's okay.
I understand. Look, I was like, oh Lord, have mercy. I started feeling bad. I was like, well, look, I worked all last night, so look, we
I
right
did
here.
too. I
Look, I
did
got
too.
I got coffee.
I thought about the interview when I woke up this morning. Was like this interview. I was like, oh my God, I'm so tired and I don't feel good,
I
but I'm
hate
gonna do
that.
it.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm not. I'm telling you. Let's get to it. Um, First of all, I want to say thank you again for giving me your time. I do appreciate it 100%. Your show is everything, and so are you.
Thank
Um,
you.
I think that I know why your name is everything, why it is, but I want my people, Commission Views crew, to hear what is behind the name 007 because if no one just really calls himself that. I just googled the name and like two things came up: you and 007. So tell, tell us the background behind that, Mama.
Well, I'm an artist, Miss 007. I have a viral single called Important, but a lot of people want to know where I get the actual name from, and it's my last name. My last name is Bonds. And
Wow.
yeah, my great grandfather's name actually was James Bond. And
What? Wow.
yeah. But it was another James Bond in St. Louis when he moved here from Tennessee many, many years ago, and he added the S to our name because their mail would get mixed up. So I'm an original Bond, but the S has been added because of some mail issues in the 60s, 50s. I can't hear you no more. There you go. No, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, sis.
Okay, I said I'm having a problem with my microphone. This Yelly was very expensive, but I don't. I'm gonna have to break down and get another mic. I just don't want to give it up.
I can hear you now. It went back out again.
See, the devil is a lie. We're not gonna do
It
this
is.
today.
No, it's not.
We're not gonna do this today. All right, Mama. I'm so sorry. I'm having so many problems with this microphone. It's not even funny. But what I wanted to say about you is that all you guys are gorgeous, but you pop. Not saying nobody's popping. I don't want to take that at all. But you pop. But you have your pink, your colors, your hair, everything. And you just confidence. It's just all over you. And for a lot of women, that's not easy. It's not to have all that confidence, and you are beautiful. And I want to know, how
Thank
did you
you.
get there? Because I watched some of the intro video and the things you experienced when you was a child, and so there had to be a journey. So I really was curious and want everybody to know, how did you get to that point? Just for anybody that they're struggling with, and I know somebody is.
It took a lot of patience and really just growth and maturity. I also went through a really bad breakup, and I just wanted. He made me feel like right before Important came out too, but he made me feel like I was just the scum of the earth because I was fat. Like he never called me ugly or nothing
Mhm.
like that, but he made references like you fat, I'm fat, we both wear glasses, what we look like laying on the beach together in California. People gonna be talking about it. Like he was insecure.
Gotcha. That was his
And
issue.
I didn't really care. I was in love and wanted to stay in love, but we either way we broke up. He didn't move to California with me. He was supposed to move to California with me. He helped me move and everything. And then when it was time to go, he was like, I ain't going.
Mm.
But when I got to California, I was like, you know what? I could be sexy too. Like I don't even understand what the problem is.
100%.
Like, so I just kind of like figured out what my wardrobe would be, and I met these amazing people. And once I did that and figured out what I was gonna do with my hair, I shaved my size, I got contacts, I quit wearing glasses. I was like, I'm outside. A lot of people don't even know I could barely see.
Look, the stigmatism is real. You see me blinking my eyes. I usually wear glasses. Sometimes I struggle. I can't do that in the
Yeah,
lashes. Too much is happening.
I'm blind as a bad baby, but these contacts do not come out my eyes. I don't even own a pair of glasses. Like at this point, the eye doctor is like, yeah, you can't wear glasses anymore because I tried to get some glasses like recently and I could not. Like the ground was unlevel. I couldn't drive. He was like, yeah, you just need to wear those in the evening when you like are resting your eyes because you can't drive with glasses. Because I'm too used to my vision being on my eye now versus
Gotcha. Wow. Interesting.
yeah.
I wanted to get because you're a boss. You have your own business and everything, and I want you to get into these bras because as I looked at your website and I have that attached to the live as well. You know, I love it when a woman a boss standing in her right, getting her stuff together, doing her thing. But the bras are very unique. I saw the even clip when you said you don't want no saggy breasts. I was saying to myself, I need to go and talk to her about the bras because baby, I'm not a size C in no kind of way, and I'm a double something, and it's like the bra, everything sits up. Even when you're on camera, I'm like everything is just. So, what
I
made you
kind
get
of
into that?
mastered that. I mastered that.
Okay.
That again happened in LA. I think it was another insecurity or some shit he said to me,
Hmm.
and he
Gotcha.
was like,
Always motivating you.
"Yeah," it was like, "Yeah, I gotta figure this bra thing out because." I look up and I really had like I own like two bras and I was like, this is not okay.
Right.
And so when I went and met with my friends in Hollywood, the fashion stylist Cosmo and Donato, they had created this piece for me. And if you look at my earlier videos and things like that, like I have this like spiked out bra, it's gold, got chains. Well, I designed that, but they made it for me because before I started hand making these bras myself,
Hmm.
I was just designing stuff and having people make it for me. And it was becoming too expensive. So one day I just sat down and was like, I know this what I want to look like. I know this what I want to wear. I got to figure out how to do this. Now, I didn't just unbury a talent. Well, I guess I did. I unburied the talent that I didn't know I had, but it made sense for me because growing up as a kid, my mother would never buy me like toys. She would buy me craft sets and pottery sets and bedazzling things, So it was kind of like I picked up something I was always crafty as a kid. So I just kind of like picked it up and perfected it as time went on these past like 5 years, 4 years.
So is that how you got into as far as before the show? You obviously are in the salon. So the question I'm asking is that how you got into the as far as doing it there the clothes? You dress everybody and they come in and they're fierce. Because I love how it's different dynamics in salon and you're a part of it. Um,
Hmm.
that's a beautiful thing to me. I don't think I've seen that really anywhere.
Well, that was Jamie's concept. She's always hearing people say they have a full service salon, but nobody offers custom clothing or styling services. Baby Doll
Hmm.
does.
She's
So
very very smart. Yes.
yeah. So when she came to me with it, I was automatically down because we were already friends. Jamie had actually booked me to perform at her club before COVID. She also had a club,
Dang.
a
Okay.
BBW club. Yeah.
Hmm.
And she booked me to perform at her club,
Okay.
and we just been tight ever since. Like I would go out when she had other parties. Um, then when she started getting sick, I was like there. I was like literally at her house, begging her to go to the doctor.
Ugh,
Um,
I bet that
and
was hard.
then it was because honestly, and I didn't mean to shift this to Jamie, but
No, you're
honestly,
good.
um, because my dad had heart failure and different things. He had gotten a heart transplant. It was a lot I was seeing that I was like, this don't look good, Jamie. Like, at this point, you need to go to the doctor. Like, you don't look well. And this when she was like 840 something.
Okay. Wow. My dad died of a heart attack. So when it comes to speaking about heart condition, that's it all touches me too as well. It's that's a hard thing to deal with, and you watching it, um, I can't imagine, and not being able to do anything probably was very hard for you as well.
Yeah, yeah, because we were newly becoming friends, and
Hmm.
I didn't want to like I'm real passionate, and I'm sure you've already seen that, or you will see it
Yes,
more later.
I
But
have.
I don't play disrespect. I'm really passionate. I'm really loyal, and um, I didn't want to like overbear her with my concerns because we
Hmm.
were like only friends like a year, and this was like maybe my fourth time around her, and I was like just really begging her go to the doctor, go to the doctor, and she had never been to the doctor in this
Oh
like for
wow.
something so serious, like
Yes.
you know, like period. So she didn't know she was having heart problems, but I knew because she was so swollen and the fluids. It was just a lot.
Yes.
So
That's crazy. So
um,
she had no idea until you kind of brought it to her seriously. That's
correct, correct.
scary.
Yeah, and then I left, and she did go to the hospital, and that's when her weight loss journey started.
Okay. And that's a beautiful story too. Even like okay, when I watch you on, yeah, and yes, you do bring, baby. Let me tell you, you bring a lot to the show, baby. When I first of all, the thing for me that
Really,
popped,
because I can't tell yet. I can't tell yet
you said you can't tell yet. Why?
that I whether or not I bring a lot to the show.
Yes,
You
you
know,
bring a
we've
lot.
never seen these episodes. We don't know. Like tonight, we don't know what's gonna happen.
So y'all are watching it pretty much the same as most reality TV is made that way. They don't think the cast knows, and a lot of times you don't know because you're filming some different pieces, and production takes different pieces and put it together.
Correct.
So I want to get into the show. How did you was it a collective where they came, they loved the concept and it wanted all you guys, or how did that come about? Because it is a reality TV show.
Like Jamie said on the last episode, she handpicked all of us. She actually was friends with everybody through Instagram. Jamie does a lot of reaching out, or people reach out to her a lot through Instagram. And
Okay.
so either she reached out to them or they reached out to her, and they had been, I'm not going to say friends, but
Hmm.
in contact through social media for a year or more
Okay.
prior to her reaching out to them. But
Hmm. That's
um,
interesting because you're close friends with A Love.
kind of, but no, I met her
Well,
through
okay.
Jamie.
I'm sorry. I know how editing is. That's the okay. Let me put you like this. Because I know how editing is on the show. The way it looks is like y'all in two separate groups. It's you with A Love, and it's Taj and BB. That's the way
Yeah.
when you are you watching it. That's the way it looks like. And that's not saying y'all separate, like separate, but it's like it's two different friendships. That's the way I look at it, and I've always questioned it. Like, okay, I know how editing is. It's probably missing a whole bunch of stuff. And I know something gonna happen between you. I saw a preview with you and A Love, so I guess kind of why you was like, but
Well, I mean, no, because it's a narrative out there that the other
okay,
girls are putting out there that we were all friends. Me, Astra, and A Love were all friends. And then they came in and had no choice but to kind of bond with each other because we were already friends. That's not
mm,
really true.
okay,
The
wow,
truth of the
because
matter is,
mm-hmm.
the truth of the matter is, we all met one time prior to meeting them, and
Once, wow,
once I
girl,
met these young, but when we met, we were like best of friends. And so when we met the second time and these girls got pulled on, we still all five of us were like best of friends. It wasn't until after
okay,
COVID people came back different.
interesting. Well, okay, let's talk about the show, and because we're getting this now about the big blowout. And I like I said, one of the things I was like, you got to be missing pieces in that whole big blowout situation. Because, like I
Man,
said, when
they
you was
edited so much.
say it again.
They broke that down and edited that so much because I got into it with her too. That's how I got to the elevated at the end
Okay. Oh, with A Love or with BB?
with BB. I got into it with BB.
You it showed the clip where you said a few things, and then you was telling Jamie you gotta do something because I mean, to me that was like a powerful moment when I saw that. I mean, I kind of wondered like what was missing because you were so passionate at that moment. I was like, it just smells something's missing because for her to, because the whole time she's chill, and for her to come at Jamie like, look, Mama, this ain't working, do something or whatever. I was like, I feel like something is missing because you was chill before that.
I was chill, but what they this is it. I'm gonna tell you the I'm gonna finna give you the whole scene exclusively. You
Mm-hmm.
ready?
Let's go.
The night before this even happened, and this is real life. Me and A Love went out to dinner because we were trying to mend our friendship back together. So we was like, let's go out. You know, like this we just not getting back after 2 years. Fuck this camera shit. Let's go
Mm-hmm.
out. So me and A Love went out by ourselves. During that dinner, I said, A Love, do you notice how on camera Tosh keeps saying she in her bag? She here to make money. She ain't here to do nothing for free. Her clients are real clients. Like this had been going on for like 3 days. Mind you, the day we got into it was day 3
Mm.
of everything,
Okay.
taping,
Mm.
everything.
There's a
And
lot going on.
this is unscripted. This is real. This is like everybody is just being themselves. They walk us in
Okay.
the room and say, "Okay, y'all moving in today. Go." There's nothing else to it. And we
Okay.
just react off each other and move
Yeah.
in.
Mm-hmm. That's
Um,
real.
and so coincidentally, I don't know if it was God showing it and bringing it to light again because it really was disrespectful. It was making me personally feel like you think you better than me because I know a couple of people here. I know like 3 people here. Everybody I know really in LA. I lived in LA for 8 years. I've been in Vegas a year.
Mm. Okay.
Like I don't know nobody here in Vegas either
Right.
like that, you know? So it just kept making me feel like, oh, but I had people flying in from all over. I had people flying in from New York, Texas, St. Louis. I had people actually flying in to come be paid clients.
Mm. That paid clients, boy. Let me tell you, that's a truth right there. Woo.
Yeah, like, so it was like, why are you saying this? And where is your clientele? Like, well, I don't understand. So the next day, if you look at it again, Taj started the conversation. And it was
Okay.
Taj. I never even mentioned BB. BB just so happened to piggyback and got the fire from A Love. If you go back and look, A Love we looked directly at each other at the same time when BB said that shit again. Cause me and her again
Y'all did. Y'all
had
both did. Mm-hmm.
had just had that conversation the night before, and I brought it to A Love's attention. A Love is a lot more hot headed than me. I'm not. I don't approach that way. A Love
Okay.
approaches that way. Like, why do you keep saying that? What do you mean? Why do you keep saying that like that? And when BB kept saying that, I knew it was about to be some shit. Like I knew it because A Love ain't gonna press her brake. I'll press my brake and try to keep it calm before it escalate. But when BB yelled at her, it was over.
Girl, I was like, ooh, Lord, because I could just see it when A level was like, I was like, whoa, because I saw you trying to. Look, I watched, I rewound it twice, and I saw you trying to calm it down. Y'all was sitting right there, but it seemed like she wasn't seeing you. She wasn't seeing number red, but I saw you trying to, get it down because you saw her. She was like telling my eye slap. I was like, oh man, this gonna
Yeah,
be.
she had even threw a jab at me, talking about I ain't double O. I'm like, what the fuck this supposed to be?
It's almost like she's trying to say you don't get paid for your client. You just got
No,
friends or
she
something
was
like
trying
that.
to say I ain't double up because she know I'm. I think she meant what I believe. I'm always playing devil's advocate, even when I
Mm-hmm.
don't agree with what somebody might say about me. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
But what I believe she mean is like I'm more calm spirited. Like I'm not finna turn up for the book. I'm not finna turn up for the cameras. I'm not finna turn up for nothing unless it's necessary. I turn up with purpose. And when you saw me turn up, it was me telling Jamie this shit is disrespectful. It was with a purpose. It wasn't just to be clowning.
Yeah, you can tell. You were trying to
And so
you were trying to.
how I got from 1 to 10 real quick,
Hmm.
when A Love stormed out off I mean not off camera, but what they edited out was all I said to her was, look, in A Love's defense. And when I said that, she was like, Double O, shut the fuck up. You can't. I don't know if she said shut the F up, but she was like, you can't be speaking for everybody. That's your problem. You like to speak up for people. She said what she said. She threatened me. And I'm like, I'm really just trying to tell you what happened last night and why she said something to you in the beginning.
Mm.
But it's cool. You don't got to yell at me or say nothing to me at all. So then I start talking to Jamie. I'm like, see, Jamie, teamwork make the dream work, baby. You got to make sure you got the right team. And she steady, BB steady going off, going off. I can't even hear her at this point because I'm like not even entertaining her, but I'm talking to Jamie. And but I'm out loud talking to Jamie, like,
Yeah,
yeah, because
right.
I'm not, I'm here for a real reason. I'm not here to turn up. I'm not here, I'm telling Jamie all this. And when I said something about teamwork make the dream work, BB said, I'm not here to be on your team, Double O. And I flipped out because it triggered old traumas of people who were there for the wrong reasons
Eh,
prior to the show even being there.
oh wow.
Prior to this show even existing, in Jamie's salon, she has had some of the worst people just there with the wrong intentions. So when she said, I'm not here to be on your team, Double O, I flipped out and was like, if you ain't here to be on Team Double O, then you ain't here to be on Team Baby Doll, because I'm Team Baby Doll.
Mm.
And that's when you see me up moving around like the energy is effed up in her, Jamie. You need to fix it.
You're loyal, and you was there
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
so
And then
that
she
makes
said it
sense.
again. She said it
Mm.
again, like quietly on camera. You listen, she say, I'm not here to be on nobody. I'm not here for a team. And Ayla was like, you just heard her. She said she ain't here to be on nobody's team. Like Jamie had told her to leave and everything.
What?
Yes, Jamie had told her to leave and everything, but her argument was, oh, because I say I'm not here to be on a team, you gonna make me leave. But A Love just threatened me, and you barely said anything to her, and so it became conflictual. Like, well, that's kind of true. You done turned up on a Astra for hurting your feelings. You ain't say nothing to A Love really when she just threatened to slap me, and now you gonna make me leave because I ain't here to be on the team with these girls. Like, that's some bullshit. So that's
I
when
mean,
Jamie
I
was
understand that. Hmm. I
like,
mean,
that's when Jamie was like, well, let's talk about it. Let's all come over, have a meeting. But again, you see me calm again because I
you
really
was.
don't let people rev me up like that. Like I ain't revving up like that. Like that whole scene was swapped around. Like that whole Jamie the energy is messed up in her was part of the first argument we had. But when you see me coming back from my desk, I had went back to my desk to work. Like I really got a client who need to come pick up this piece tomorrow. And
Yeah, you did have your pieces up there. I saw you because the brother didn't have nothing on it. So I said she's in the middle of a project. Oh, I saw that.
yeah. So I'm like, I'm not here for that. No, actually I think I was still unpacking. I think I was still unpacking actually.
Okay.
Um, but whatever it was, I was working and I went back to work and I was like, yeah, because I'm here for a team. I'm not here. I'm not here for no bullshit. Like we need a real team, and that's kind of how that unfolded. And they made up outside, which I didn't even know that until I saw that. I knew they had made up because the next day, uh, they was back cool. But I didn't. I didn't. Nobody
You didn't
saw
know.
that outside part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So the shop, well, okay, as far as you ladies in the TV show, do you think that the TV show certain individuals in your opinion?
Does it what?
Did it affect certain people in the shop once the show came? Uh I mean, sometimes people being on TV changes people. So I mean,
Um, Honestly, wait, are you asking me, do I feel like they've changed because of the show, or do I feel
Yeah.
like their clientele is going to change because of the
Oh,
show?
no, no, no. I was assume the clientele would, of course, because it's on TV. But I mean, do you think that they are, in your opinion, are different? Because I mean, I'm just looking at it like completely
They
different.
are different, but again, we none of us really know each other like that.
That's
We
what I'm saying.
met and then a
Mhm.
pandemic happened.
Wow.
So who I thought they were and looking at them on TV is like, yeah, I don't jam with this. Like, I feel like they're being their authentic selves, and I feel like we are all being our authentic selves. And what I'm viewing and seeing, I don't agree with. I don't like. I'm not cool with. It gives me snobby elitist. It
Mm,
gives me I think I'm better than y'all. It gives me colorism.
mm,
It gives me a lot that I didn't see in them when I met them. We had one moment before COVID where I felt like we all was hella cool. Like even when we come in the salon for the first time,
mm,
when they I live in Vegas, but when they got to Vegas, production wouldn't allow us to see each other. One, because of COVID.
mm.
Two,
Oh,
they
okay.
wanted us to our reactions to each other when we first see each other to be
Natural.
authentic.
Okay.
So when they came in the salon, it was like I was like, "Oh my god, I miss you." I really that was real. That was real.
Okay.
Like, but even after that, I kind of told Jamie, "You see how BB kind of side hugs me? She barely hugs me. Maybe that's just how she is. I don't know." But the love was kind of felt with Taj versus BB was like, "Yeah, I'm just here. Hopefully, y'all, you know." But when we left prior to COVID, it was all love. I got videos of us kicking it, partying in the pool, us, just the five of us.
Well,
So
what do you think happened?
I don't know. Between COVID and us coming back, it was not the
Hmm.
energy was not the same, and nothing happened on my end.
Right. You just don't know what happened at all, which is interesting. Just
Yeah,
a lot of changes.
I was like ready to see them, like hella bad. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't wait because it had just been me and Jamie for 2 years. Like me and
Wow.
Jamie was together during COVID.
Okay. Y'all really got a bond, the two of you guys.
Yeah, I lived with Jamie. I moved to Vegas and lived with Jamie first. Then got my own place.
And this
So
is
I
what.
know I'm the one that know everything about her and DeMarco. I'm the one seen it with my own eyes. I'm, I'm the one I know everything. The girls know what they saw during taping,
Mm-hmm. But you
but
know
I
the
know
meat and potatoes.
I got the back juice.
Mm. Yeah, Demarco's not really a fan to a lot of the fans. They're not really crazy about him. I'm just that chair incident, and then they heard what you said with Funky. Speaking of Funky, I like her, but when Jamie went off on her, like I don't know, I feel like it was misplaced, and just hear you say,
That's another narrative they putting out there on other shows and stuff like that. Like Jamie's energy was misplaced, but it really wasn't. Like they tried to make it seem like, oh, she was mad at DeMarco and went off on took her aggressions out on Astra. But no, I was sitting next to Jamie when Astra went in that room and said what she said. And when I looked over at Jamie, Jamie was furious.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Like
mm-hmm,
she felt disrespected. And
hundred
this was
percent.
Astra's first day.
I didn't understand this. I didn't understand what she was doing, and then she was in earshot. So I understood Jimmy going off. I guess when and the part that they said, "Why would you do it on the floor?" And I said to myself, well, she really couldn't move to another room. She was, having problems as far as moving back and forth. So I was like, where was she gonna do it at?
And yeah, she could have did it differently, but she also did it when she felt it. Like
Right.
as I was actually sitting there. So when Astra came out of that room, I got up and went back and sat at my desk and I was laughing hysterically and was like, ooh, you in trouble. And they cut that out. Like I was being real silly and kitty, like, ooh,
Right.
you
Right.
in trouble. If it was ever acting, it was in that moment. Because
Child. Jamie, it seemed like she was mad, not just at that, just like she felt like everybody wasn't, like I said, that's the same. like everybody wasn't supporting her or didn't believe in what she was talking about. When Todd was like, "You can't just tell nobody," she said, "I can do it. 'Cause this is my shop." I was like, "Ooh,
That was BB, but yeah, but BB is like, you can't tell us about our conduct and how we talk to each other, and then talk crazy to Astra. And she's like, I can do whatever I want. This is my shop, and if I feel disrespected, I'm gonna say something.
yeah." I was like, "Ooh, Jamie is not playing right now." It's like she was really
Which
pissed.
was impressive because Jamie never sticks up for herself. So Jamie is actually learning to do that. Like that's why it was so shocking from everybody else because they're used to Jamie just
Oh,
being peaches and cream all the time. So for her to be aggressive like that was shocking.
mm,
Jamie
mm.
won't do that. Jamie will just feel some kind of way about some shit and either get you away from her or get away from you.
Let me ask you a question about the chairs. Now, look,
Girl.
the the chairs was a whole chair gate. But I know editing. I don't know, but I felt like I understood where Tosh was coming from with that. It didn't make any sense, especially with the origin of her story and her experience. That chairs, couldn't get through the door for one. Then you had chairs that was too small. I mean,
Okay. So without telling too much and maybe getting myself in some trouble,
oh,
this is where some TV stuff happens out of
okay.
everybody's control and you gotta roll with it.
Mm.
So we rolled with it. Jamie would have never, ever, ever, ever bought anything and it wouldn't have been able to fit in anything. Okay.
What? Oh man, editing is a trip, man.
But
Production is a beast.
due to some things out of everybody's control, literally
Okay.
out of
Okay.
everybody's control, even production's control.
I mean, stuff do happen, especially with
Um,
business.
yeah. But we didn't know them chairs wasn't gonna fit through that door. I'll just say, how can I safely say this? Um, some things changed and the chairs were ordered prior to some things changing.
Okay. You speak a lot about being so open with your sexuality. Like I said, you are very open. You are, like I said, beautiful. You're being, you just don't give two shits, and I love it. And you have a lot of different experience. Women are gonna gravitate to you, your energy, because you are so open, and you also a person of color on a reality TV show. I've
Hmm.
become a reality TV for a long time. It's not a whole lot of that. So that's why I say you bring. I say you bring it. You actually do. You bring something different. Reality TV is kind of a blueprint. It's the same thing, and I
Hmm.
feel like that you're out of that box. I feel like, and it's just it's just really fun to watch you.
Thank you.
Your music. Now I saw you said something about you did Fast and the Furious. Can you explain? Was that like a soundtrack you was on, or
So, as far as my music, like I put out Important in 2014 or 15, and it went crazy
I'm
viral. But
important? Hey.
yeah, a lot of people think that I haven't put out any music since,
Okay.
which is not true.
Mm-hmm.
What I've been doing is I have a deal with this company, and I do licensing and I do syncs and licensing to different commercials and TV shows and all kinds of things,
Mm-hmm.
movies, stuff like that. So, as far as Fast and Furious 9, they put out a Dodge commercial in collaboration with the movie. And that Dodge commercial has music playing in the background. That is one of my songs that I license called
Wow.
Thrive. So if you look up my music on any platform, Google, Apple, everywhere, there is an EP out called Shine. And on that EP is 5 songs, and they're not your traditional hip hop rap artist songs. They are, I call them popcorn music,
Okay.
but but it's commercial music that is strictly made for syncing and licensing with different
Oh, did I lose her?
what you say.
I thought you got quiet for a second,
I
but
had got a call, yeah,
okay, no,
but
you're good. But I was gonna say, get that coin. Pop.
No, this was like some spam risk type shit.
Oh wow. Okay. Child, Lord have mercy. Mm.
That was not a real call, but
You're very talented as far as music and like when that video important because even when I saw you, it looked like you were on Bossa and Bossa featured you as up and coming artist in I think 2016,
yeah,
and as the video they popped up, the video is everything. It really truly, it would be cool to do another video to update that and maybe even incorporate the salon and things you do on there because the song is still popping. I heard it for the first time. I was like, look, this song is a
yeah.
pop.
That's what we hoping. We hoping this song get a whole new cycle and do what it was supposed to do. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you something that I haven't really had much of an opportunity to express in the way that I should have or need to, but I did this song in 2015. This is before Cardi. This is before Lizzo. This is before Megan. This is before all these female
Mm-hmm.
artists were phenomenal at this moment. But the issue I think is that I was ahead of my time. The world wasn't ready to. The world. I need to put this on Do Not Disturb, but the world wasn't ready to receive me. And I had a lot of labels that completely turned me away because of my weight. They weren't concerned about the music at all because my brother, who is also my manager and my producer, is signed to Sony and wrote for a lot of these labels and artists. Some, all of them. I'm talking from Chris Brown to Rihanna to Jason Derulo to Swiss Beats. He has produced and written for
Wow.
phenomenal artists and is really connected in the music industry. So he was able to
Mhm.
walk me into Warner. He was able to walk me into um, pretty much every label you can name but Olympic. I think Olympic was the only label I didn't walk into. But I had these meetings with these phenomenal execs that were all turning me away because of the way that I look. One even
Hmm.
told me that I believe that you are what hip hop looks like. But I mean, I'm sorry, I believe that because I asked him, "Do you think that I'm what hip hop is missing?" And he was like, "Yeah, I believe you what hip hop is missing. I just don't believe that you where hip hop looks like." And so people were literally turning me away because of my size and not even the music. The music was phenomenal. And I came out with important and it went crazy viral. And I was showing people that it's possible to be sexy and plus size. It's possible to
Yes.
be plus size and confident. And a lot of people don't know this, but same thing happened to Lizzo. She was sitting on her label for 4 years, and that song connected to a movie, synced up with a movie, and went crazy because of that movie. And then they did a music video, and in her timing, they were accepting plus size, and it worked for her. But
Well, what do you?
I was
Oh,
years before that doing the same thing, and they wasn't ready for me. So I'm
no,
just glad I got a
you
second
weren't.
chance. And I just really believe, to kind of circle it back to the beginning of this conversation, I really believe that Important will have a whole new cycle and have an opportunity to
Yes.
do what it was supposed to do in 2015.
Have you done something as far as like maybe even try to tag the Cardi B's, the Megan Thee Stallion because I know that well I don't know I've heard that they as far as new artists they listen to their music they share they tweet out their videos. I'm not sure about Nicki Minaj. They say it's funny with that, but have you done any of that recently? Because the song is a bop.
Not recently, no, because I had so much celebrity love back then. I just want to see what it's gonna do. Like,
Mhm.
so many people, like, even when I just recently posted it on Instagram, like, I mean, everybody who commented was like people who had already heard of it. Like, not many of them were new people. So I want to see what the new people do and see and feel, this new generation,
Mhm.
because it's a
Mhm.
whole new generation.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
like, so I want to see what this generation is gonna do with it, because a lot, like, I used to walk in clubs and Rick Ross would walk up to me and be like, "Keep doing what you're doing, baby girl." And I've, since the beginning of my rap, been trying to sign to Maybach Music, okay?
Mm.
But
You
I
should
am
really
the
be hit.
black bottle girl,
Look,
okay?
you need to be seriously hitting up Rick Ross. If you don't hit him up, not necessarily. Because Rick
But
Ross is what he put out.
that's my point. He already know me. He know
And he,
who I am. I walked in the club and he act like he was starstruck. I was
wow.
there to see him. I walked in the club, met Drake. He act like he was starstruck. I was there to see him. This Drake. Drake asking everybody in the club, who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? And I'm with the owners, so I like that's another thing. Like I developed a lot of critical relationships in the time that important started, and now that I believe will flourish even more now that the show has come out. Like I'm friends with some of the most important people in Hollywood, and genuine friends like I am with Jamie. This is not like, oh, like, no, I've been to these people's homes. We've cried on each other's shoulders. We're talking like the queen of Melrose, the queen of clubs. Like we're talking about some hierarchy superior people who just love me as an individual, and I'm honored for that. I just really want to see what Important gonna do because a lot of people already know me. Drake's dad messaged me the other day like congratulations. Like I'm friends with a lot of people who know me, and I think I'm gonna just let God do what He gonna do in my life.
Wow. I'm probably gonna be getting some of this stuff out this Instagram. I mean, out this interview and be just tagging. Hey, look, y'all didn't forget those seven.
Yeah, don't forget me. I'm still here, baby. I'm back. Like I never left. I'm back and better. Like I never left for real. But I've been
Yeah.
still working, and that was the secret. I just been silently working. Last year was my biggest year in music since Important. I made almost 100K on my music alone, syncing to different commercials and movies and things like that. And people don't even know this music. Never even heard this music. It's out
Mm.
there, but they ain't checking for me and don't know how diligently I still been working.
What I want to see it pop. So I'm probably gonna be like, I think I need to follow you on Twitter because I'm probably gonna be putting these clips out and tagging people in it. So I need to make sure we're following each other on Twitter. I think I might be following you on Twitter. Um, for the show coming up, because we're still in the beginning stages. What do we expect to see from you this season? Because we're still in the beginning. We still got a few more shows to watch.
Um, Honestly, the way this is going, I don't even know.
Oh wow. Well, I can understand. I get that. I feel that. I do.
Cause it started out real rocky with the bougies, and
Got the bougies.
that's what they calling themselves right now.
Oh, okay. Wow. Got you. I
Which
do
is
love the
funny
Breakfast
because
Club.
on set they hated it, but now they've got a whole podcast
Really?
called The Bougie Breakdown,
I
which
mean,
is cute. I actually
I'm
think
about
that's
to
cute.
say the
I ain't
brand, the
no
brand
hater.
is my thing. I love it. Brand that name. Look, I should know what
Hey,
to call it.
hey, I actually think the name is cute. I ain't no
Mhm.
hater. Do you? But it's
Right.
cute. But I think that they did that because they don't look like good people on this show right now, man. And they trying to recover themselves. And you said what you said and did what you did, and y'all meant all that shit. Like Jamie was so hurt. Her and BB say leadership and Jamie don't belong in the same sentence. How did you get led her
Yeah.
if she ain't no good leader? Like that's the most fucked up shit to say about somebody you supposed to love and believe in, and who believes in you, and then pulled you into an opportunity. And she could have picked a million makeup artists. She could have.
Mm.
She could have picked a million estheticians. Like, and she chose you. And for you to say that, it's just like, wow, wow. Like that was so devastating to hear. It was like my feelings hurt for you, friend.
Right. Right. Because you do care about Jamie a lot. You can tell on
That's
camera, off
my
camera.
sister. I
Yeah.
don't care about these cameras, bro. I don't. This shit could come and go. They don't even know this is their first rodeo. This is my third show.
Mm. Wow. Really?
I had my own show when Important came out. I had my own show with WeTV. Okay, some of the same executive producers. Okay, that's why they love me and are happy to have me back on this project because the first show got shelved. They chose not to put it, and then something happened. They had changed people, and whoever the new people came in, they decided they didn't want my show. It wasn't the time for that. Fat girls and TV, same stuff with the music. One
We got.
time
We got.
for
We got
that.
to change it. We got to change that. This is. We gotta change that. So, man,
Well, obviously it's changed because we're here, and I'm grateful for that. I actually love WeTV. I'm so glad to be still on this network. I feel the love they've shown me. Even have sent me cars in my own city. I'm all the way in St. Louis right now, in my home city, because I did my premiere here. I'm really known like a legend in my city, so I was on all the news stations, radio
oh
stations.
legend.
Yeah, like my city really supported me. Like I got St. Louis on my back, and I ain't never turning back.
That's what's
So
up.
I couldn't come into this monumental moment for myself and not celebrate it with my city.
100%.
And
100%.
I
Got 'em
came
on your
home.
back.
The network heavily supported it. They helped me book some of the ones I couldn't book myself. They sent me black cars every day to go to my interviews. Like I'm very appreciative of WeTV.
Wow, I love that.
And honestly, a lot of people like how I feel to be on TV. How I feel to be on TV. And this is where my humility come in. And I almost got tears in my eyes. But
Mm,
being on TV felt normal. Like I waited on this for a long time, and it took me 7 years to get here because I died. Like I said, I had opportunity to do this 2 other times that didn't happen, and now I'm here. So it's humbling, but being picked up in a black car in my own city, in my own town, and from Ferguson was the most emotional thing for me.
I
And
bet
to
it
be
was.
able to have my city celebrate me in the way that
Right.
they did was like I made it. Like that felt like making it to me more so than seeing it myself on TV.
And see, I feel that as well because that's my, I'm a content creator and I'm a black woman. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna be on WeTV or somewhere someday. And
Yeah,
so to hear you say that, that touches me a lot.
because this
Man,
don't happen for people like me here, man. And St. Louis is a hating city that
damn.
don't really, it's like crabs in a barrel. They really don't
Mm.
give you your flowers. So to be on the news and they actually call me the Princess of the Lou, and I've been calling myself that
Oh
for
wow.
15 years, to be able to hear it back from on the biggest platforms was just
Right.
surreal to me because
I
I
bet it
worked
was,
really
man.
hard to get here, and it didn't start with fashion. It started with my music. So just to finally be able to hear that come back to me was surreal for me. That was my maiden for me.
Wow. That's a beautiful thing. I love hearing stuff like that. That's for a lot of people out there like myself who's trying to grind and get, I hope to touch somebody because it did touch me. Is when you started talking, I was like, ooh, she don't know. She's speaking to me. She don't even realize it right now.
Yeah, yeah, that be happening. People be like, oh, because a lot of people don't know I like Coach too. That's another reason why me and Jamie got so close.
Hmm.
Because during the pandemic, I wasn't able to go out and do what I do with teens and
Right.
adults and stuff like that. Like I was newly becoming an experienced life coach for teens who've been bullied in school and
Mm.
stuff like that,
Amazing.
and helping their moms build confidence. So I started doing confidence coaching, and a lot of people don't realize a lot of these plus size teens don't have the confidence that they need because their parents don't. And so I kind of had to start working with the kids and the moms.
Mm.
And when
Start from the top, baby.
the pandemic happened, I used a lot of that with Jamie, and that's how we really became close because she was
Mm.
my friend and my only client at the time.
Wow. But look, obviously it's working because she was sure standing up for herself in that
Yeah,
salon.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's good.
So
That's really good. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. Like I said, I sure on tonight. I will be watching it and I will be recapping it. And then when you say you was in my chat, I was like, Lord, because it was a pre-recording. I wasn't in the chat when you said you was there. I was like, I missed it because I do pre-records all the time.
uh,
But I love reviewing the show. I do. Whether it's got the editing or whatever. I like all y'all. Different personalities, a lot of different things that I can watch and get into, and I just can't wait to see the different dynamics for the rest of the season.
me
And you
either.
really enlightened me on your background. Like that is, I mean, I did my own research or whatever, but hearing some things you said about people that you know, I really want to see you win. I want to see you do it because you're very talented. You got
Yeah.
some skills, mama.
Thank you. I really appreciate that, man.
You really do.
I'm excited about tonight's episode. I really, really am because we get to go You gonna see us. We followed DeMarco.
I start look. I was like, Jesus, I don't know how this gonna go. I just don't know.
We followed DeMarco, and I don't know how they gonna put this scene together, but yeah, we followed DeMarco.
Let's leave it there because I'm gonna be watching. I can't wait to see it. But look, Mama, I know that you're not feeling well, and you pretty much answered all of my questions and more. Actually, it was kind of like ad lib at the end, but I was just enjoying talking to you. I know, like I said, you're not feeling well, so I really appreciate you coming on and spending an hour talking to me. You guys, please, I will have all of her information in the description. I have been showing the name of her business. I want you guys to follow, check out the website. The bras are gorgeous. Everything on that website is just beautiful. I just was looking at this like, dang, I got to get me a bra because
Yeah, and I gotta get more content up. I have not. I have poorly been. I've been so busy. I poorly managed that page. I need to get it better, especially since the show rolling. But and
yes,
I
but I'm
need to
promoting it.
anybody go to my website. I need to update my website. Right now, I'm only taking consultations. Yes, they cost because I have spent an hour or more on the phone with ladies asking a bunch of questions, going through my material, and they never purchase. So to sort out the
Gotcha.
serious people from the non-serious people, I have a $50 fee that I might drop for the next two episodes, maybe if you use a certain code. But yeah, but it's worth it. Like if you do purchase, the shipping, the material to you is the item piece to you is free, covers your shipping and your processing costs. So um, it's not a waste of money. It just helps me not waste my time because
No,
time is
that makes sense. It makes 100%. I can imagine like people come there just to talk and not don't buy anything. So I probably would charge, and that's not even a really big fee, to be honest. That's
and have your money together because these are custom couture pieces. It's not cheap. Like you're not gonna get $100 bra from me. Everything is priced by size and design. So what a double A might pay, a triple D not gonna pay.
mm, gotcha. And that's even in the stores. To be honest, that's really what it is. If the bra size is bigger, you're gonna pay more for it, and that's everywhere. So
And
I
I'm
and you
hand
do
making
you do
these
your own work.
myself. Yeah, I'm
Yes,
hand making these
yes.
myself. I'm hand dazzling. I'm sitting down for 6 to 10 hours,
Mm.
and I have to be paid. Like the materials themselves. If I tell you the bra costs 350, the
Oh
materials
Lord.
themselves probably gonna cost 150.
Right. So you got to get that in. Yeah, you do. I mean, Just look. The thing about a business that people don't understand is that you do a lot of work and put a lot of work into it, and you got to get a profit from it. It can't be just about you getting it away. So I say, do what you got to do, Mama. For real,
Right.
ain't nothing for free. Period. Well, Mama, I want to appreciate you again for coming on my channel. I enjoyed you today, and y'all make sure y'all watch this. Is on WeTV, and I think this is it all black as well.
On Tuesdays, yeah. So tonight's episode won't air until Tuesday on All Black. And if you use code WeTV, you'll get 30 days free.
Okay. Well, I watch on WeTV, but yes, I do watch All Black as well. Again, Mama, I thank you again for coming
Thank you for
on.
having
You have been
me.
everything, and I hope all blessings and future endeavors and lots of coin.
Thank you, love. Thank you, love. Maybe we need to do an update at the end of the season and see how things
Oh,
go.
please come back. I would love it. Y'all gonna have a reunion or anything, or you can't say that.
No, WeTV doesn't do reunions. You look at any of their
They
shows,
do
they don't
not.
do it.
They do
We will
not.
go directly into another season, if anything.
Look, I have all y'all on here, and we'll have our own reunion. Let's do that.
Look,
we
I
can have
think
we can.
tonight, I think tonight all the girls are on the bougie breakdown, and
Okay.
me and Jamie were not invited. So let's just end your live with that in these last 30 seconds.
All right. Well, we're gonna end it with that. And with that being said, this is the end. I'm gonna close the door.